wants to know, how do you source experts for your internal events or courses, and kind of how do you bring new thinking into it? And that's actually a question that we also get a lot from colleagues looking to host innovation events. I'm looking for an inspirational speaker. I'm looking for, someone whose methodologies I trust. How have you built this kind of network of experts that you bring in? And Henry also wants to know, how much budget do you have?
Aha. So on the experts.
Sorry, I think it might be specifically for that, but maybe he's interested in the overall budget too.
Okay.
Let's make it 5 things.
So we have. I mean, I do have a budget, but it is relatively small. So the two different parts to the experts piece. So one is people that we bring in to help provide, let's say, sort of an external view or external expertise for our training or boot camps or sort of workshops specifically on innovation. So that we've been trying many different sources. So we've worked with the Lean Startup organization itself. They can provide sort of mentors, coaches, facilitators to. And often we've tried that. So we've invited a few of those to come and actually join us in the boot camp or in the leadership training. We pay for that. But for a 1 day or something like that, for a 25 people, it works out as quite good value. And found that that's really added, they bring with them all of these external examples and experiences, which is a great way to make staff comfortable or aware that actually this is what other organizations are also doing and facing, and what were the pitfalls and the successes, etc. So that's we've also tried working with MIT, the sort of disciplined entrepreneurship. We're also trying now with some of the academic institutions, so with Stanford and also close to our home, Georgetown University, and partnering with their innovation and entrepreneurship centers or similar for bringing in, again, this is particularly for bringing in that kind of innovation entrepreneurship expertise. For something like the Catalyst program on pandemics, I mean, this is where the kind of informal, formal network of people that we have is incredibly, within the institution, is incredibly valuable. So we were able to source a lot of names, contacts, relationships through this group. So, if we said, for instance, does anybody know the right person in WHO to speak to to invite in terms of pandemics, etc., or whatever, there was usually a good connection somewhere already, just as an example, or Global Fund or within externals. Sometimes we've also just had to do our own research, kind of the hard way, and find out who are the leading experts, read their papers, sort of watch their talks online, and then approach them. We did this with a lot of fintech practitioners and stuff, and we've ran those events. So it's sort of a combination of these things. In terms of budget, I mean, for the leadership training, that's actually something that our HR department had already budgeted for. So that there's a 3-day thing, we have 1 day. So basically, they are any sort of external experts that we bring in, they pay for. So that's paid for through there. In terms of, say, the Catalyst event, yes, I have a limited budget of to run a few events of like that a year. But many of the speakers, especially if they're from other international organizations or academic institutions, they're not paid. In fact, 90+% were not paid, but were just interested to come and participate because of hopefully we think because of the value of the event and the interest of participating and so on.